I've been involved in school rowing for probably 30 years and national rowing for 10 or 15. So coached at 3 main schools, Sydney Grammar, King's School and now Prince Alfred College, and coached primarily under 23 and junior national teams, but also went to Beijing Olympics with the Lighty 4. So it was a lot more enjoyable than my day job. You know, I was full-time at a hospital. I did a PhD in medicine. But I was just always much more passionate and relaxed amongst the rowing community, so I didn't really particularly like hospitals. So it was a natural transition for me when I got offered a job, professional coaching. So it's really probably why. It didn't feel like a job. The other 9 to 5 gig I had felt very much like a job. So my brother and I rowed a pair together growing up. I think we won the youth pairs back in 1980 something or other at New South Wales. But he went on, he did medicine and left rowing. But my 2 sisters also rowed at Canberra Rowing Club with us, and they went on, had a very long career, rowed several times for Australia, and my sister's still coaching. She coached at the AIS for many years and went to Atlanta and Beijing as coach of the women's doubles and quad at both Olympics, and is still coaching now, so we're both coached all the way through. Look, I don't remember it as being competitive. I think it was more supportive than competitive. It was, we all had very full extracurricular programs. We were both musicians and sportsmen and academics, so I don't think we had much time to fight about anything. It was all going from one thing to the next to the next, so when we're growing up. But it's certainly been much more supportive now that we're older. Now that Ellen takes national teams and I'm on national teams, it's great to have someone you know over with you and to bounce ideas off and that kind of thing. So it's been very supportive more than conflicting. Oh, look, the big change that's occurred over a gradual period of time, I think, is the professionalisation of school programs. You know, initially, right when I was at King's, we didn't pay coaches in 1990. When I was there, we certainly didn't pay anyone at Grammar to coach. The young kids would come and do it out of their own fieldwork, but then we started paying coaches. And then you saw more and more people during the 90s and 2000s, those 2 decades, more and more schools bringing in professional people to direct their rowing programs, professional coaches, and I think that's probably for me the biggest change. Now you wouldn't find a school in New South Wales, I don't think, that doesn't have a director of rowing that is a ex-athlete, ex-national level coach, you know, where they're all experts, so that's probably the biggest change. I would say there's still the same challenges there, you know, unless you've got coaches at schools prepared to coach in the clubs, the transition from club or school to club is very poor. So the coaches that have done it well in the past are people like Michael Morgan and myself who've coached at a school and at a club, and then you get your athletes moving through quite well. But unfortunately now, with the demands of the school programs, large 200 plus athletes, 20 coaches, it's difficult for coaches to do both, you know, unless they're really passionate about it. And so you've got still got that problem of transitioning athletes from schools to clubs. I don't think it's become any easier, and I don't see any great increase in numbers coming from the schools to the club, despite the school programs being much bigger and much more numerous. With myself personally, I'm looking forward to moving back into the elite scene a bit more and doing a bit more on the elite side of things. And I suppose just also developing myself and, you know, improving, I suppose, a bit what Jason was saying today, leaving a good legacy, you know, a comfortable legacy that you're comfortable with. You know.